Alright, boys, here we go.
16 bits of have mercy, y'all.
And welcome back to St. Kohzee's Center for Comfy Nostalgia. As always, I'm joined by Kevy the Kid. And I'm Bear. This week we are going to be playing Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Yeah, that's right. SNES, original release. In the middle, we're going to talk about canine stories, canine tales. That's T-A-L-E-S. Stories of dogs. It's National Canine Day. And to close it out, we're going to be playing Super Metroid SNES in honor of National Women's Equality Day.
Did you guys watch Power Rangers? Were you a Power Ranger watching crew? I got one nod and one head shake.
No, I'm just acknowledging that you asked a question. Power Rangers was just, I was a little too old by the time it came out. It was in the block of all the stuff that I already liked, but for some reason, because I was already like 11 or 12 or whatever it was, I was like, maybe this isn't for me. I did watch it. Kevin and I definitely watched it. Mostly made fun of it.
I was in the 4th grade, I think, when it came out, and there were 2 sets of kids on the playground. There were Power Rangers kids, which were the losers, and then there were the X-Men kids, which were the cool kids.
True.
So it wouldn't be fair because you'd have Wolverine flying in, beating up the yellow Power Ranger. It's like, this isn't fair. Wolverine and Beast just tearing apart the Power Rangers.
Heavy sense.
Okay, here we go. It's an apocalyptic event, as always.
Yeah. Look at this doofus in his Oshkosh Bagosh overalls, though.
I love them.
The nerdy purple Power Ranger, yeah.
Got some good secondaries, just idle animations. Gotta love the shoulder.
He's in overalls.
He's like the only one not hitting remotely a fight pose. Everyone else is ready to throw down, but not him.
He's ready to get down.
No, he just walked up some stairs. He's heavy breathing.
Okay, going yellow Power Ranger. Surprise there, Joe. Cool.
Well, they don't have the Green Ranger, so...
Not yet.
He's too powerful.
Yeah.
Wow, animated the hair and everything.
Yeah.
Looks great. So, side-scrolling, beat 'em up. Never seen this game, Joe, by the way.
Okay.
Didn't know it was a game.
Very Japanese.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, pink one?
I mean, this is Final Fight-esque. That Go thing flashing.
Yeah, I don't trust these guys.
Yeah, I was about to say, come on. Trench coats, reading newspapers?
Ooh. Giant combat knife, alright.
And you got a great throw.
You do a lot of health, though.
You've seen all of the moves, I believe. You have one attack button.
Really?
So, yeah. And you can't move up and down. It's only forward and backward.
This seems to be happening more than I would have remembered, I guess, if we hadn't did this show. But SNES has 6 buttons, and a lot of these games do not utilize more than 2. I don't get it.
I do feel in this case, I mean, because you can see the gameplay loop already, right? It's just move to the right and beat everything up. I can see the argument for let's make it very uncomplicated for little kids that might be the target audience. More so than most other games we've played so far. Like, I could see the argument for they intentionally did it this way for once.
Okay.
Okay, auto scrolling now.
And it is just a 1-player job here. Like, it's not a 2-player.
It is not a 2-player game.
Co-op, I guess, as they say.
Yeah.
Time to morph.
Time.
And she gets super jacked.
Yeah, she did. But remember, that happened in the actual show, right? It cuts to the fight scenes, and then like the people are different.
Yeah, it's blatantly different people.
Still just 1 button?
Yep.
No special.
Oh, I've got a bomb attack I could use now, which is your X button. But that basically, anytime you see a new color of putty introduced, it's stronger. It's the strongest one you fought up to that point. It's kind of give them more health.
And Kev, would you mind doing the sound effect that they do in the TV show when they show up?
Every time?
Every time they show up. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Goolulu.
No, I don't mean in the game. I just
Oh.
meant just for the audience, just once to show them, not literally every time they show up in the game. Sorry.
Goolulu, 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 goolulu.
Yeah, that was something that Kevin and I would do. We would do that sound effect to each other. And it would be like this. We would set up scenarios, of course. Joe knows this. Where one of us would be the Power Ranger, I guess, and the other one would just constantly have to be the putty. Just like this. It's basically just this in real life.
This one person would just get the absolute shit kicked out of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, this poor guy just parked his car there. He was beating the hell out of his
Yeah.
Toyota.
This is Final Fight-esque for sure. Wow,
Oh
you
my
destroyed
God.
it.
It's
Disappeared.
vaporized. The Power Ranger power.
Come on. Gotta be able to blow those up.
Yeah, we need more
There
attacks.
you go.
We need more attacks, Joe.
Oh, that was an air throw somehow. I don't know how I did that, but yeah,
Let's see if I can find some more controls for you.
we've got Skeleton
Wow,
Zoro.
he's good at avoiding. Oh, you gotta wait for him to attack, I guess. Charges up and then stab that.
Oh wow. Yeah, there's quite a bit of moves you can do.
Oh, I just don't know them. They're like combos or something.
Yeah. There's different, depending on what mode you're in, there's different control sets that you can, different stuff you can do. Apparently if you just hit B continuous, you do a backflip?
I guess so. Little dodge move, I
Okay.
guess.
Yeah.
Thanks. There are 21 different themed series of Mighty Morphin. 21. Wow. Incredible.
So if you press B and Y at the same time while you're jumping on them, you can throw them?
Oh, that must be the accidental air throw I did.
Hey,
Okay,
bro.
I'll try that. All right, first level done and dusted.
I love that you get to change your character after each level. The music did change also. It's good. It's choreographed.
Just like the show, baby.
Yeah,
Oh, I do like his throw.
it's just cool too. Oh god.
Puts his whole body into it.
Yeah, put some stank on it.
Totally MC Hammer doing.
Oh yes, the pants for sure. Those the hammer pants.
Well, that may be the only black guy the Japanese people have ever seen, so they're kind of stuck with doing that.
He still ended up with an Aladdin vest, so he actually kind of is Aladdin-esque, honestly, the pants and the vest and everything.
Oh, Shield Boys.
Oh, it doesn't affect them. Oh, that was special.
Got to get the little combo going.
Yeah, that's cool.
Breakdance.
Just knife to the face.
I think that maybe we're having trouble with the face of this character because maybe they're trying to really
Yeah.
accentuate the smile. Maybe he was known for his smile. I don't know, but they definitely have it prominently featured. Something on his lower half of his face.
Yeah,
Little iffy. A little suspect.
yeah. Even when from the side, it looks like they didn't change it from the side or the front, so it looks like his face is like sliding down.
Exactly.
Oh.
In that elephant trunk, baby. Yeah, you know why.
No.
Oh,
Elucidate
he just has
for
an
us.
axe.
Oh yeah, that turned into a gun, a cannon.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Shit.
I guess
There
they
we
are
go,
kind of
air
trying to
throw.
follow the way the episodes went too, where they were in their street clothes. Sometimes they would get into scuffles. Then they up the intensity. They got to morph. Then eventually they all come together, as Scott mentioned.
And then, yeah, that's where you get your tiny model, destroy a city.
My favorite. I hope they do
Fix,
that.
Yeah. I believe it's the final boss fight is a Zord fight.
Yeah.
So we maybe, if someone could look up a code for that,
passcode,
we might be able to
yeah.
go to the last
Right.
stage.
I
Yeah,
got
this
you.
is a different kind of section.
Of course, I jumped up on the wrong side. Okay, that's nice. That's you are able to jump down from a platform like that. In case you, of course, now I can't do it. Now that I say that.
Nice.
There, that was pretty sweet. Oh, you can just do it from the ground too. You don't. It's just a different throw. Oh,
Alright, I got the
Yeah.
passcodes
What?
whenever you want it.
It's falling.
flaming pipes.
Yeah, I don't know what some kind of elbow plumbing thing. Oh, it hurts them. Okay, that's good. I like that.
All right.
There you go, Joe. You know what's up.
Yeah.
Final,
Just off
Just off screen.
the most entertaining.
So another thing that we've had in other games is the climbing sections like this. Even on a game about climbing like Cliffhanger, has been pretty bad. How does this one, Joe, as far as being able to like catch and all that?
Oh, that's working really well.
Yeah.
The window for grabbing onto the like a pole like this is it's good. It's good.
Okay, cool.
Much better than
again.
yeah.
Like that's an area where a lot of games have really struggled.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, wall jump.
A little wall jump, yeah. He holds the mace so gingerly, like it's not a weapon.
He doesn't want it. He's
Yeah,
trying
yeah,
to
I
want
don't-
to hear take this.
Here, this is I don't. I'm a conscientious objector. Ah! Oh.
The scraper? What is this guy?
Farmer?
Yardman.
A yardman. Whoa. You know, he might actually be a lawn troll brought to life in the episode. I can't remember.
Forgot about that. That's
Yeah.
what she does.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's only one repulse in my heart. Oh, come on. There you
You don't like that much.
Oh, shh.
Caused him to have a little seizure, I guess. Okay. He brought
Oh,
out
he's
an
an
accordion
accordion.
out or something.
go. It's gonna take a long time, one hit at a time.
Oh,
damn.
His hits have taken a lot of damage. There you go. Wish we could see his health meter.
Yeah.
Kind of adds to the tension, I think.
Damn.
Oh, one more hit, Joe.
Oh, is he puking? Oh.
Puking into fireballs.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out if we get a full health bar on a stage refresh here.
387 is for the final level.
Okay, I was just about to ask. Let's do that then.
Was it
7-3.
time? Wow, I've been enthralled.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to play the final level. Yeah.
Ooh, special fight.
Yeah.
There he is.
And so, yeah, this is like a Street Fighter fight.
Here you go, Scott.
You're powering up.
Oh, this is the two-player mode.
Oh,
That's why he's
so
not
special
fighting
that
back.
he doesn't fight back.
Pick
So
your
they-
shin, son.
It has a special two-player mode baked in. That's pretty cool.
I do like that kick you in the
That
shin
kick
is a
great.
move.
Yeah. That's very like Looney Tunes-esque.
And there's a level 7 password too. I don't know if that's. I guess that's the last level.
Yeah, let's try that out. That might be the last.
Okay, I'm sorry. The Green Power Ranger's name was Jason David
2596.
Frank. I mean, the 3 first name. Okay, interesting. I had no idea.
He's a serial killer,
That's how
clearly.
you know he's not real.
He's a serial killer. Yeah.
Ah, here we go. There you go. You still fighting the same dude? Yep.
Yeah, but actual. Yep, actual fight this time. Go on! Eh. Oh, you got a. Oh, dang, there is a dash.
Ladasha.
Hail.
He fought MMA.
Apparently so.
Yeah.
Great. Did he do it in the suit?
I was gonna say, what song did he come out to?
Only one.
Really? It's a close fight here, Joe.
This doesn't have the finesse of something like a Street Fighter, but
Well, they are
It's
clunky.
nice to have the
I mean, they're
variety.
supposed to be kind of clunky, wouldn't you say? They're massive, right? You're fighting on
that's true.
another planet here.
You got your superpower up now.
Yeah. Yeah. Joe doesn't care.
Oh, here you go.
Finish him.
Oh,
Yes.
what?
Oh, he's back.
What?
Oh, you didn't finish him enough.
transformed. Ultra boss.
Gonna give Scott a heart attack. So he's got phases, I guess, huh?
Yeah, you do.
Does that mean we get phases?
No.
Probably not.
Stay over there.
The block sound is so ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a little bing.
Yeah. Oh, you knocked him down.
I agree, Joe. That little kick to the shin is the best move so far. Oh, something happened. It's gonna give you a chance, Joe. You're gonna come back.
I
thought it was gonna be a Hogan-esque, you know.
Nope. That's it. Go out on a loss. Oh, give me the 3 hands. Give him the 3 arm raise on the 3rd one. That'd be amazing. Yeah, Megazord's and it's got me in a chokehold, and he's Green Ranger comes over to check your arm.
For this week's segment in the middle, it is National Dog Day. I believe it actually is today is National Dog Day. And so we thought we would share a few stories from our life of dogs. Here we go. Oh, okay. Oh, Lassie.
So the only
So happy.
No. It's not Lassie. The only 2 movies I could think of were Air Bud and Old Yeller.
But Old Yeller looks
yeah.
very happy there, Kev. Those rabies really.
I mean, he's filled with rabies. I was
Filled
trying to
with
figure out how to draw dogs.
glorious
and
rabies.
It wasn't
that's-
going well.
I like this
The
behind the
attempt.
scenes. Yeah.
Oh, his
Rare
process.
behind the scenes.
I like the one on the right. I like the one on the right.
It's a little
He has
Snoopy
braces, little doggy
Yeah.
braces.
Little
this
doggy
guy.
braces. My 2 are dog attacks. So I was just going to not.
Well, from
Go over
Florida,
those.
of course. Yeah.
This is a 90s story. It involves Kev and I. We lived on a corner house, and the main drag through the neighborhood, we were on the corner. And so most of the traffic came right by us. One day we were there on the corner. I think we were actually about to go into our backyard. Cop drives by in a Caprice or whatever, their squad car was back then. And then at the same moment, though, a little dog, and I think it must have been like a Jack Russell Terrier mix, was jetting across those 2 lanes. And the cop ran the dog over, but it just synchronized and that dog went under the tire and then flipped it way up into the air. It did at least, I don't know, Kev, what would you say, 3 or 4?
Triple
It
axle.
was cartoon-esque.
It was cartoon-esque. 3 or 4 flips, lands, keeps running as if it never stopped. The cop immediately, and he comes out and he says, what happened? He didn't even know. He knew he hit something, but he had no idea what it was. And then we explained to him what happened, shocked on our face. The dog seemed okay. I don't know what the odds are of a dog getting run over and it just getting, I don't know.
Getting up.
Yeah, cinematically lifted into the air. It was an exciting day for us. I remember Kev and I were I remember looking at Kev and just shock on our face.
It's the sound that it made. It sounded like he hit a wall.
Yeah, it did make a thwomp. Yeah, sound. Anyway.
In my head, when cinematically the dog's thrown up in the air, I see from Anchorman where Jack Black throws the
Yeah,
dog
That's
off
pretty
the
close,
bridge. And it's
actually.
like,
That's very
yeah,
close.
it looks like a doll, like arms all the way out.
Amy, our sister, got a puppy, and it was a white pit bull, but she was always working at Steak and Ale at the time, I believe. So, and it's
God.
yeah, Steak and Ale.
Sorry.
So she was never home, but I was always home because she got him during the summer. I spent the whole summer trying to teach this dog how to pee on a piece of paper on the ground, which failed horribly. For some reason, they decided to get rid of him. Just about the time I really bonded with this dog, they decided this is enough. We're tired of having a puppy in the house, so they got rid of it.
Amy was going away to college. I think that's what it
Okay,
was.
maybe that was it, yeah. 2 or 3 years later, I guess the person who got Petey said, hey, I can't take care of Petey anymore. Can you guys take him back? And I think he was with us for maybe a year or so. I had really, really bonded with him this time. And they decided to get rid of him again.
God.
Amy and I went to take him to the guy to drop him off. And we just had to drop him off. The guy wasn't there. So we just opened his fence. It was like a chain link fence so we could see Petey in there. And we just had to drive away. And he just like on the door. And I'm just like watching him waving as we drive away. He has no idea what's going on.
I think maybe he had some idea because you guys kept doing it to him.
He's a pattern at this point.
He's like, this again? Are we doing this again? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Extended vacation, sure. All right.
Got to cry as we pulled away. He just sitting there happy. I still keep a picture of him on my desk to remind me to never get attached to any living creature.
Great.
That's right.
Great lesson. I think that
Right.
that is the takeaway from that story.
Yeah. I'll tell you one of the dog attack stories. Sure. I think I was 4. Parents' friend's house. They're inside. I'm outside with the dogs. They had a lot of dogs. Yes, this was a trailer park. How did you know? They had a Doberman Pinscher that was pregnant. She was just happened to be the biggest dog. So I was like, oh, I'm going to ride her like a horse. That didn't go well. I remember getting one like scared look from the dog. Like she turned around like she had a scared look. The next, like she just snapped like back around and got like my whole head in her mouth. Mm-hmm. One of her teeth went under this eye.
Oh, wow.
Ugh. And the other ones went like back here somewhere. And because she ripped top jaw down, it just ripped like a big flap of skin on my scalp up. As opposed, had she gone down up, it would have ripped my eye out. And then I'm in the truck and we're doing what feels like light speed because I just remember the streetlights passing by so fast.
So we could have got Eye Patch Joe instead of just Brain Damage Joe. Damn it.
Yeah, man. This wrong
Just
multiverse.
by that much.
Yeah.
Every dog that's ever bit me has been told, oh, they're nice, they're friendly. First one's on me. I'll admit that. Trying to ride a pregnant dog, that's on me. I'm man enough to admit that.
Wow, 4-year-old you really assumes responsibility for his actions. Wow, what a stand-up toddler you were.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
he's
that.
a bigger man than me.
This actually happened right before the pandemic, January 2020. I did test positive for the flu, so I quarantined myself in a back bedroom of our old home in Houston. For the first time ever, I took some antiviral drugs. I don't know if you guys have ever taken those, but that'll be my last time to ever take those. I was tripping, and for some reason I watched True Detective like at season 1 as like that's what I was watching. So I was like on these antiviral drugs, tripping, watching this show in a very weak and depleted state. I also had trained for about 2 years. And also I think after training, you recognize just how vulnerable you really are. It was the first day I was starting to feel okay. And I was like, I need sunshine, I need to move my body. I can't just be back here. So I opened the window and like got out of the window because I didn't want to go through the house and give everybody my flus. And I like emerge out of the window and I'm feeling the sun and like my body's all weak and feeble. And I'm like, okay, this is good. This is going to be good for me. I get 1 block over. I'm still coming to, I'm on these drugs. My body's very weak. I get around the corner, a large German Shepherd charging me full clip, not even barking or anything, just full clip. Go, 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 go. At that moment, I realized like I might have to tango with this cash here. I'm like already stunned, I feel like a character in a video game. I'm already like at low health. It gets probably 15, 20 feet from me after charging for 100 feet. And the owner, which was a very masculine lady, yells, Bruno, or whatever. She yells for him to stop, and he does. He stops. But I'm just standing there in a ready position, but my heart's going, and I'm also very, very dazed. He and I are just locked for maybe 30 seconds. It felt like a lot longer, but maybe 30 seconds total. And eventually she has to come get, he wouldn't come back. We're just locked. As she's walking up to him, she's like, he's fine. Everything's okay. What are you worried about? Like something like that. I didn't have the energy to honestly even fight with her or argue with her. But I remember in that moment, I felt this intense vulnerability. And under normal circumstances, I would not be afraid of a dog in that situation. I would just be ready kind of. But in that situation, I was like very vulnerable, quite weak, out of my mind. And I just emerged from a cave, seeing sunlight for the first time in days. Yeah, it was
I'm
like
too
that.
weak.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how I felt. And so that stuck with me. And I remember actually when I got back home, I Googled, what is the best way to defend a dog attack? And I will tell you right now, I'm going to give you those tips. They only have one weapon, their mouth, obviously. So they're going to launch at probably your upper torso. That's their move. Be ready for that parry and try to swat them down and pin them, basically, is what they recommend. Or, that's option one if you're more athletic. Option two, sacrifice an arm. So you bring up an arm, they go and bite the arm, and while they're up, like up biting you on their back legs, you kick out their back legs and break their back legs, like hyperextension. Those are the two methods that are recommended for defending yourself against a dog attack. A single dog, by the way, there's more. I didn't realize there was a whole rabbit hole thing that came up after that. People, I guess, have been fighting dogs for centuries. I don't know.
He's in the ancient texts looking at the first dog. I must know the weakness.
Yeah. Anywho, so that was a scary day for me and a very odd day, as a matter of fact.
Was that dog ever even there is the real question.
Right. It was someone's
Actually,
kid.
that's a good question.
That's why Lady was so mad. It was a toy poodle.
Tripping, dude. I really was.
You could have punted that little dude. Look at
I think it was Thanksgiving. The whole family was there, and I was over it. So I went outside to smoke a cigarette. And I'm standing in the driveway, and I just hear this horrific noise around the corner. It's a lady screaming, and not like a, oh, stop it. It is a blood-curdling scream. So I walk around the corner where the fence is, because, again, our house is on the corner, and it's coming from around the corner. So I go and I peek around the fence, and there's a, I don't know, 100-pound woman with, like, a toy poodle and probably a 120-pound pit bull. And this pit bull is just going to town. And so I immediately finished my cigarette, probably 50 yards away. And as I'm running to help her, I'm thinking, I don't want to be doing this. Why am I moving towards to help this woman? This pit bull is huge. And I didn't see the other guy running. He gets there just in front of me and puts the dog into a chokehold.
Rear naked.
And then I immediately stopped and started leaving.
And you put him in a chokehold.
Yeah. So everybody's in a chokehold.
Animal abuse.
She was screaming at him about taking care of his dog and controlling his dog and all that stuff. And he was mad at her. He was like, everybody's fine. Everything's fine. He didn't do anything. Like the little dog's bleeding there.
Dead.
I remember his indignance more than anything else.
They left it. What do you mean?
Just play it.
Maybe you should have choked him out, Kev. I have a really short one that's actually, yeah, it's about Kev. We actually had quite a few dogs growing up, but we didn't keep them very long. That was kind of our MO. Although later, when Kev was probably around 12, when we got Coco, was that? I don't know how old.
Yeah, we went to the pound and Mom let me pick a dog out, so I picked Coco, which happened to be like the best dog we've ever owned.
Best dog ever, yeah, really.
Which got stolen from me by one of my family members. We'll leave that as it is.
Anyway, that's very Jerry Springer-esque. There had been like a peeping Tom in our neighborhood apparently, and so my mom wanted like a trained killer dog, and so we got a Doberman. Back to Joe's story, a trained Doberman. Dog actually got along with me quite well. Kev was there, and Kev was a little guy. He might have been 4 or 5. We were in the backyard and we were playing. Here comes Max around the corner, just running because we're having fun, so he's having fun. Full clip, and just Kev running back, and the dog just took Kev out, and it was similar to that other thing. Kev, like he ran over your back. And you had like scratches all down your back, and you got like face planted in, but you hit so hard that you face planted in, and you also like rolled back up. It was a pretty violent. Of course, I ran over to check on you, but it was like a full takedown. Laughing. That dog didn't care about you, and it wasn't mad. It wasn't like angry or fighting you. It was just like full clip, and you just taken out, man. Yeah. Incredible memory in this whole brain.
Incredible move.
You remember that, Kev?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, okay.
Because I remember going into the mirror and seeing his like claw marks as he got traction off my back.
Yeah, he He launched off of you. Maybe next year for Dog Day, we'll tell positive doggy stories.
Don't really have any.
Yeah, I don't have any in my book yet either.
All right, moving on here. Super Metroid, a classic game, and we're playing this in honor of National Women's Day because Samus is indeed a female character.
It is. Metroid is a girl? What?
Yeah, I do remember people being mad that Metroid was a girl. Like, she's in a suit of, like, space suit of armor. Who cares?
Right.
I never actually played any Metroid games ever.
Well,
here we go.
I also don't think I have, but I know I've at least watched someone play this as a kid.
I'm assuming there was a regular Metroid on NES, right?
yes.
Okay.
So the first one, the quick storyline is the first one you go to this planet to destroy this new, basically it's a bioweapon that they're literally called space pirates. Those are the enemies of the series. And it's this new weapon, it's the Metroids. They can just like suck up life force. They plan to just like unleash them on planets and then pillage them for all the resources and stuff. Samus is a bounty hunter that gets hired to go wipe them out. At the end of the game, there's one Metroid left. She takes it to the Galactic Federation. Then they start doing experiments on it. You know, you would think that's going to go... The government's involved. It's A-OK now, guys.
Yep.
Well, it doesn't go A-OK now, guys.
It's Morphin
All right,
time.
it's Morphin time.
Yeah. The intro to this game, which I was playing while we were setting up this morning, is the space pirates breaking in and stealing the baby Metroid again to like create their own clone army. And so yeah, you're sent back again, and this time it's to like fully wipe them out. Don't bring back any samples. Don't bring back any, kill everything.
Okay.
And here we go.
The game's teaching you stuff. Seems like
Yeah.
it has a competent story, engaging.
You have a little map so you can see where you've been. That's pretty cool. What does that guy do, Joe?
Yeah, tell me about that, Joe.
A little security system they got set up. So if you notice, there's no enemies or anything yet. It's just me wandering around some caverns.
So that thing's just identifying you?
Yeah,
These are our space pirates.
these are our space pirates. They're like little praying mantis guys that can also shoot lasers.
Not very pirate-esque.
Yeah, what was that? What was that
Not an eye patch
series?
in the bunch.
It was a post-apocalyptic sci-fi series that had enemies that looked kind of like that. They were alien invaders.
Don't know that one, huh? What are those little orbs?
From the sky. From the sky.
Energy,
Oh.
your life force.
The show is called Falling Skies.
Okay.
Pretty good show. I enjoyed it.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah.
if I finished it, but the little green kind of enemies look a lot like the enemies in that show.
Lobamba. Oh, it's any percent. Okay.
I like how it's holding it up for you. Very ritualistic, yeah.
I don't think you'll like it much longer. For much longer.
Uh-oh, boy.
Okay, let's get it.
Oh, no.
So it gave you something so they could kill you?
Yeah.
Rawr.
Meow.
Oh, shooting their poops at you.
Jeez, nukes. There's no, so you're gonna take damage with this boss, basically, right?
You can avoid it, but
Oh, okay.
you can deal out enough damage that you also don't have to worry about it.
Minimal music as well. I'm not hearing a ton of music. Kind of soundscapey more than anything.
Yeah, I like it, though. Kind of makes you feel like you're in a weird
Cinematic. Yeah, I agree.
spaceship land.
Yeah, a lot of alien influence in this series for sure.
Totally, yeah. The art.
Female protag.
Interesting. So that is an attack as well when you're bunched up like that.
Yeah. You can kill some dudes, and there's sometimes you're in a vent or you're in a tube, and you've got to defend yourself, and that's the only way you can do it.
Can you charge up your main gun?
Not yet,
Oh,
but you do
it's on the
get
power.
Yep.
And are these items like power-ups that you get for yourself? Is that what y'all are talking about?
Yeah. Either your various weapon, your munitions, I mean, so you've got missiles, super missiles, power bombs that all will have their own ammo counters, but there are other things like various armors, things that let you move around in water unimpeded by the physics, higher jumps, charge beams, things like that.
Kind of upset I never played this game as a kid.
I would start with this one mainly because of the map system. Okay, all right, I'll just get the charge and then we'll go fight Botswoon, I think is yes. No. Plant guy.
Charge beam.
Charge beam.
There you go, Kev.
Yeah, that's what I want. Them big boombas.
Yeah. Another interesting gameplay thing was that if you
whoa!
Oh yeah, so there's that. You charge and crouch, you get your little bomb bouquet. Ooh. You can also charge it and use it as kind of like a one-hit attack. While you have it charged, you could spin jump into an enemy and it'll do damage. Kill most enemies in one hit.
Do you have regular traditional melee attacks as well?
No.
Okay.
They did that at one of the later games. Like you have to stun enemies by like knocking them backwards or something, but not in this one. Come on.
Lots of different enemy types. They all seem to make sense in the universe. Good art direction.
Just those things on the roof.
Boss?
Mm-hmm. Mini boss, yeah.
Ooh, just handing out them rockets.
Okay.
Some sort of plant?
Yeah, oops, it's not what I wanted to do.
And the music really didn't like get wild and intensified. It's still very kind of looming.
Yeah, more dread than anything. This is one of the first games I remember having real atmosphere that creeped me out. Areas of the game I didn't want to go because of the music. There's an underwater area called Meridia that just a lot of the maps just have black backgrounds. And I think I've talked about it before that like just dark water of not knowing what's down there. Heebies my jeebies, my friends.
He's moving a lot faster now. You got him dancing, boy.
He's ticked. There we go.
Oh. Oh.
That's right. Come to this planet, destroy all their flora.
So that was the super missile you just used?
Yes. Now we can... The door at the bottom here that's requires a super missile we can get through now.
Okay, that one was green? Is that why?
Yes.
Okay. That's a lot to figure out for a kid. I know you're going through it like you've done it a million times, but like...
When I went to Walmart, I would play Super Mario World on their demo, Super Nintendo they had. When we would go to the mall, which was way more rare, I would go to the Sears demo and they had Super Metroid. And so I would get to play that for maybe 30 minutes.
Are we talking about like Little Joe shows up at Sears and like immediately you go directly there? Oh, cool. Wow.
My parents could just go, they're like, well, we're going to go do all of our shopping. They're like, yeah, okay, fine, sure. And I'd be there the whole time. So it was really like, I don't know what my time limit is. Just play as much as I can.
God, that beats us getting dragged around JCPenney's.
Yeah. We also were given freedom too, though. We could go, Kev, if we wanted to.
I think that's more wandering off than, hey, you guys go have fun. That'll just be us wandering off.
I'm surprised your neck could take it, Joe. Having like the, you know, especially those controllers were like hardwired in.
Yeah, you don't have much room. Oh yeah, it was definitely as far as the arms will go. Like, oh yeah, another point I was trying to make about the charge beam. So your beams stack together. So not only do I have the charge beam now, I have the spacer beam that I can also charge up. So that's...
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Get these sneakers.
A lot of items.
Yeah, and I think they're all spaced out very well. Right when you're start to get... You're like, man, I can't... I feel like I need to go up there, but I can't. So let's see if we can get one more boss. I guess maybe the first actual boss we can get through here.
There's not a lot to make fun of. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, honestly, what are we supposed to do when a good game comes up?
Just enjoy the ride.
Watch Joe play it, yeah. Again, like, yeah, that's a lot of stuff you'd have to
figure out.
I wonder when you were a kid, Joe, was it fun to figure this game out, or was it frustrating? And I could see myself getting stuck, I guess. That's what I'm concerned about.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I definitely got stuck because it was, of course, the time before. Unless you had like Nintendo Power, right?
I mean, we never had Nintendo Power.
Neither did I. I couldn't get very far because, yeah, you were kind of trying to figure it out as you go.
Great, I just answered my question. I was going to ask, what about saving and continuing? So that's a save. You got to a checkpoint, basically.
Yeah. And I passed several others on the way here just to speed it up a bit. Go, go, go.
Does the game offer a continue?
No, if you die, you just reload at your last save point.
Okay. Jeez. Oh.
That little shit.
A little foreshadowing there.
Oh.
Is that like another Samus that died?
Yeah, this would be just like a bounty hunter that didn't make it.
Okay. Big boss.
He's a big fat shit.
Yeah. He just took that one. Loves it.
Ugh.
Again, the music is still like very ominous. It's not all that. It's a very cinematic game.
Come on.
Strange noises, but okay.
Really didn't like that.
Yeah, he's like a dragon made out of trumpets. That's the quickest I can do right now, Dwayne.
All right. Okay, so we've upgraded our suit now. We're
Yes.
orange. And what does this give us?
We're now heat resistant, so you can go in areas that have high heat would normally you take damage from them. And overall, it's a armor buff. I think I take a quarter less damage than I did before now.
Wow.
Cool, man.
Yeah, that's probably a good place to call it.
It's not quite like a movie game, but definitely a series game.
It checked all the boxes. You everything from the show was recognizable. You know, you got to translate a real person into a tiny sprite, exaggerate some stuff. So I'm not mad at that.
Exaggerate the lips on a certain individual, maybe. Just, yeah.
I'm feeling T2 smile on this because Joe was mentioning maybe they kept it a little more simple, knowing who their audience is. And so, yeah, I think I'm feeling like a reluctant approval on that. What do you guys say?
Agreed.
I'm definitely, yeah, I'm down with that for sure.
Moving next then to gameplay. So controls, level design, how it is to play the game, of course.
Maybe you can make the game where you could do it by only using one attack button. But if you're an older player or want a little more depth, maybe it has other things you can access that you maybe don't necessarily require.
And from like a level design standpoint, again, I know this game is a little bit easier, but you were able to progress. Did introduce some new elements along the way, so it has the stuff, but again, it seems to be really straddling that minimum line. It's not going above any kind of expectation at all.
I feel like it would get a little boring if you tried to replay it.
I think it's the repetitive nature with the limited attacks and not a lot of new things being added. And then maybe on the level design, I mentioned the elements that started to show up were like, how is this relevant? The flaming elbow pipe thing. It's like, yeah, so I don't know. I'm feeling like it's a satisfyingly bad experience on gameplay.
Yeah, I'd say that's the first one that really truly meets satisfyingly bad versus here.
pushing through to satisfaction, engagement, fulfillment, how much fun you had playing it. If this had been a co-op, I think you would have gotten a lot more satisfaction out of it.
The game came out at the age that I was, I would have found that game pretty boring.
Right. If you took out the Power Ranger part of it and it was just random things, we would be rating it much lower, I think.
It's a good point, Kev.
It not being two-player as a beat-em-up is a huge, huge empty gush.
It is in the Power Rangers universe, and their whole shtick is teamwork and coming together and like co-op.
Yeah.
So, and like in the storylines, whenever a Power Ranger gets like singled off on their own, they almost always get messed up.
I'm sorry I wasn't listening, or like, I mean, even so down as far like a, oh, hi, Mark.
I was thinking I wasn't listening as well. So it has very little of what we want in a beat 'em up. So that leads us then to the gush. We got an interesting lineup here, by the way, because like in a way that Reluctant Smile is like from a game design perspective, again, like I don't want to, because they had the stuff that they needed, but as you progress through the rating system, you realize like this is really not that fun to play, as a matter of fact.
I can see a child enjoying this game more than 3 middle-aged men can enjoy this game for sure.
This game wasn't made for us? What are you talking about?
It was, but 30 years ago. I'd be a 2 gush. I feel like maybe, yeah, so maybe a 1 and an empty gush even.
Ooh. Yeah, I agree. It's a 2 gush game. Game design, graphics, story, and sound of Super Metroid.
Yeah, the music, I love the music. Because more often than not, music in NES games is just grating. It's like, it's just constant. But this is, yeah. It's the wall of guitars from Idiocracy. Yeah, so I love it really set the ambiance. It had the accoutrements of the ambiance that I need in a video game.
I need it.
Yeah, the story, I don't know much about the story, but it sounds like it would have been one of those where if they had a little blurb about it in the manual, if I bought this game, I'd be reading that and getting into it and all about it. Especially because Aliens, we watched that movie a lot, so it'd be fit right in there with that lure. Yeah, so for the graphics look great, the sound was awesome, and the story seems very compelling, so dude's dream for me.
Next then, gameplay. So once again, level design, controls, things like that. Like, it's a lot to learn, I will say that. Like if I was playing this, I would probably get frustrated sometimes, although it really does help that the sound is kind of more immersive and less grating. It's not necessarily about dying over and over and learning that way. It's more about exploring, maybe. And I like that. I think that's really, really a cool way to design levels, is around exploration and unlocking things that unlock other things and having different pathways.
Yeah, you can't be mad with level design. I think it was great. The map system is, I know they didn't have it in the first game, but the second game, the map is a godsend. Instead of just wandering around aimlessly, and it encourages you to go look. You have to go look for those special power-ups because that's how you progress through the game.
Right.
So
yeah.
It's not like you get to the end of the game and you don't have your big bomb. You have to have it. So yeah, for me, I'm happy with the surprisingly wonderful. I kind of expected this would be great for the many times I've heard about it, but never played it. Yeah. So I'd either Lieutenant Dan or Dude Stream for me.
I'm a Dude Stream. I am a Dude Stream. And I'm going to give this a Dude Stream. And
double dude.
Yeah, like
had a lot of double dudes, so this is good.
Double dude. The controls they're very tight. You are controlling. You don't feel, again, like you said, I blame myself for dying or almost dying because it all works as it's supposed to, and there's nothing that feels cheap about any time you take damage. Like, well, I didn't calculate the arc of my jump right, or I wasn't going fast enough, or I didn't switch to the weapon I needed, when I needed to. There's a lot of other movement options. There's a grappling hook. You get the speed booster, like I said, that opens up different. You get like this shoulder tackle that you can jump like through the air and crash through walls and stuff. You get the power curve is very nice because by the end of the game, you feel you're like, I'm untouchable. Nothing in this game can stop me. Dude Stream for me.
Another Dude's Dream?
Yeah.
I don't think we've had this before, but the old elusive triple dude. I guess it's a foregone conclusion. It must be a 5 gush. There's no real.
No, our first 5 gush?
No, Kirby, I think, was a 5.
I think Kirby was
did
a
Kirby
5.
get a 5-er? Okay.
Yeah.
And that other,
Okay.
did we give that, what was that game?
The mech game?
Yeah, that game.
That was awesome. I
If,
played that.
if we didn't give it a 5, gosh, maybe in retrospect, we're going to play that one again. I want to play that one for sure. Any final thoughts before we wrap, guys?
Stay away from dogs.
It's Morphin time?
Stay away from dogs. It's morphin time.
Well, thank you as always for joining the three of us for another episode of St. Kozhee. Solid games this week. Appreciate you showing up in the chat as always.
Next week we need to have not Super Nintendo games, I think. I think we've done 6 Super Nintendo games in a row. So we'll get back into the crap next week, I'm sure.
Okay. All right, get ready for next week. We'll be back to our thing of torturing Joe. So that'll be it's always a good time to watch Joe struggle. All right, we love you all. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye then.
Not about it.